Hello everyone, welcome to Reality Mirrors a Dream. I'm your host, Ken Yeager. During the course of the nation's history, there have been some famous trains that have crossed this land, one of which of course was Abraham Lincoln's funeral train. In 1976, it was the American Freedom Train. And most recently, it was George H.W. Bush's funeral train that crossed this nation. And today, another very special train will be coming by. It is the 25th anniversary Chicagoland Lionel Railroad train that'll be coming through. Look, here he comes now. The Dream Car. Once upon a time, the Chicagoland Lionel Railroad Club was only a dream. It was a dream held by Jerry Bretschneider. You see, as a boy, Bretschneider had founded the Lionel Railroad Club of Milwaukee in 1947. During a military career, he was stationed in San Francisco and St. Louis, in which he took the opportunity to form similar Lionel Railroad clubs in those cities as well. At one point, Schneider decided the time had come for Chicago, the nation's railroad capital, to have its own club. Bretschneider decided that March 19th, 1994 would be the date that the Chicago Lionel Railroad Club would have its organizational meeting. Prior to the meeting, Bretschneider did all he could to get the word out. This included leaving stacks of flyers at Chicago area hobby shops. The meeting was held at Chicago's Union Station. Approximately 14 people who had the same dream attended the meeting, and membership dues of $10 were collected.
At the Rosemont Horizon, they have a hobby show in the fall, and the Milwaukee Club was there with their layout, and they had a sign-up sheet for those who would be interested in a club in Chicago. And my vision was about this club was number one, to meet other people in this area. You go to train shows and you buy things, but you never really talk to people that much and find out what they're doing, how they operate and whatnot. And the club gave us a chance to interact with the other people in the same vein as you were doing, Lionel-sized trains, and then to someday have a permanent home like we have now.
I was thinking that the word was first put out at at a model and hobby show the previous fall. And I was thinking that we might have 20, 30, 40 people there. It was hard to say for sure without knowing ahead of time. As it turned out, 10 people showed up. Several were people from Milwaukee who had first put out the idea that Chicago needs a train club. And then just a few people from the Chicago area actually showed up at the Union Station to get the club started. My expectations was to have a club where we could come, run our trains, something better than what we could do in our own homes, where we could make new friends, we could learn new things, and have a great time doing it. And it has just snowballed since we first got started.
The Club Car.
We started the Club Car program in order to be able to generate some kind of income or revenue for the future of our club. And this was important so that we could have something that we could build our club on. Actually get a building and build our club inside. We saw national clubs design cars and have them built by Lionel. And we figured this would be a great way for us to develop and generate income for our club. So we contacted Lionel, and we were the first regional club to interact and propose something with Lionel, and they were skeptical. And after many negotiations, they accepted our club as a solid organization to be able to work with and sell us the cars that we would design and they would manufacture under the Lionel name. we had success with the first car, the Chicago Northwestern 6464-555. After that, we were able to develop 30 cars now, and all these cars gave us income into developing our programs and having enough money for our building. With the success of the 6464-555 Chicago Northwestern car, we solidified our relationship with Lionel. And we were able to then go ahead with other cars where we now have 30 cars that we produce with Lionel. And each car we had generated income that we're able to put forward into our club and generate the building and layout that we have today.